everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and on today's video I'm going to be filming part 1 of a 2-part video. Today I'm going to be doing my first impression of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. I have never used this before. I actually just recently got it and I'm just now opening it up. But my part 2 of this video will be posting tomorrow. If you've seen some of my previous reviews of foundations, I try to do a foundation review followed by a full face using that brand. So here is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Tomorrow's video will be a full face using Urban Decay. So today I'm also going to be starting with my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This is going to be what I start on my skin today prior to the Naked Skin foundation. Let me go ahead and get this opened up. Okay, so there's the primer and my foundation. So this is going to be my pairing today. My Naked Skin, my Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation I'm using in the shade 0.5. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to start, like I said, with the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. So this does come with a pump. I'm going to go ahead and put some just on my fingers. Ooh. And it does have like a pink color to it. So I'm going to go ahead, I think I got too much. I'm pretty sure I got too much. It has like a weird smell to it. Okay, so first impression of this primer. I know it's not a primer review, but it does say that this instantly blurs flaws as you perfect and smooth your skin. The optical illusion reduces fine lines and makes pores seem to vanish for a gorgeous porcelain-like texture. Makeup not only goes on better, but also lasts longer. Our cushioning formula contains optical blurring pigments along with conditioning ingredients like rosehip and argan oil. And I will say that first impression, it does seem to fill in my pores fairly well. Not as good as like my Professional, which is still my favorite pore filling primer that I've tried to date. But it does do a fairly good job. It definitely minimized my pores. I don't think it did a darn old thing for my lines, but my lines are pretty big at this point. So it does have a nice soft feeling to it. It is not tacky like some primers are, but it is definitely nice and soft. So that's not too bad. I will definitely give that more tries in the future. So moving on to the foundation. So I did get this in 0.5. I believe this is the lightest shade that they have in this foundation. It doesn't look, I don't know, I don't think it looks fair enough for my skin, but we'll see. And I have heard that this does oxidize on some people, and foundations do oxidize on me, so I'm a little worried about this, but we'll see as the day goes on. So it says on the box, it feels like wearing nothing at all, yet naked skin transforms complexions. Skin looks natural, illuminated, and bright like the beautiful skin you're born with. Weightless and virtually invisible, this revolutionary paraben-free formula creates a flawless demi-matte finish. Light diffusing spheres make you look professionally retouched. It's the ultimate in ultra definition. It goes on from there, but that's where I'm going to stop. Alright, so it does say shake before use, which I shook it off screen. So I'm just going to give it a couple more shakes here. And then it does come with a pump, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the back of my hand. I do have a damp beauty blender here that I'm going to use to apply it. So there it goes. It is very liquidy. I wasn't really expecting that. So I might actually really like this. It's almost as liquidy as the water foundation from Tarte, which I really like. I just have the wrong shade in. So, alright, let's go ahead and give this a try. I'm going to do this side of my beauty blender, and I do have a brush here that I'm going to use as well for the other side. Oh, it smells like paint. Okay, so that was like 3 whole pumps just to do this side of my face. It is definitely not full coverage, at least not with a sponge. So I'm going to go ahead in with my Sigma F80 Flat Kabuki on my other side of my face. This is my left, or I guess you're right. So I'm just going to get 2 pumps with that and see where we go. I might get a third then. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dip that in. Okay, so I only use the 2 pumps on this side of my face, and I feel like with the brush, I got a more fuller coverage foundation on this side than I did on this side. I mean, I definitely think the Beauty Blender actually blended the foundation a little bit better on this side, but I definitely got more coverage on the brush sides. I think this is able to be built up, but for the way I prefer to wear foundation, which is, I really prefer not to wear foundation, but for the way I prefer to wear foundation, I think this light coverage is probably the most that I would want it to be. I don't think I want it to go any more heavy than this. So far, I'm liking it. I don't feel like I have anything on my skin. It feels very light, like it says. I like the water texture, which is very similar to the Tarte foundation that I really like, the Rainforest of the Sea foundation that I really, really like. I'm amazed at how pale this is. In the tube, it looks darker than it actually ended up going on my skin. So that was actually a nice surprise. We'll see if it does oxidize throughout the day, but for now, I'm actually kind of liking the way it looks. I still see some of my natural pinks coming through, because I definitely have a lot of pink on my cheeks and like in my chin area. So I could build it up there, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave it just like the way it is. So right now it is, can you see that? 9:25. 9:25 in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back and do another check-in. So I will see you in just a moment. Okay, and I'm back. This is my look for the day. The lipstick's a little bit bright. That may come off, I don't know. But this is the rest of my look for the day. The rest of my look is very neutral, very tame compared to the lipstick. My time now, I'm getting better, is 10:06. So it only took me a half an hour to do my makeup today, which I'm getting better. Usually it takes me over an hour, so I'm doing all right. So this is going to be my look for the day. I am going to check in a little bit and let you know what I'm thinking of the foundation, but so far I am really enjoying it. I'm really liking it a lot. I don't feel like it's settling too much into my lines. I mean, I've got a lot on my forehead. That's going to get settled into no matter what I do. But overall, I think it's looking really nice on my skin. I don't think it's making my skin look older, which some foundations I've found does make my skin look older. This one I feel like it's doing really good. Yeah, I'm really liking the way this is sitting right now. So I think I mentioned earlier that it reminds me a lot of my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, which is right now one of my favorite ones. If it was in my color, the one I have is just probably 1 shade too light, or maybe 2 shades too light. This one actually is looking pretty good shade-wise with my skin tone. So far, I'm really liking this. So I will be checking in throughout the day, and I will let you know what my thoughts are. So we'll see you in a couple of hours. Only moments of your time, but see you later. All right, everybody, it is 2:05 or thereabouts. So I've had this on for, what, about 5.5 hours, and I am loving this foundation so far. My skin feels absolutely wonderful. I'm having no problems whatsoever. I have occasional itchiness, but that's not from the foundation, I don't believe. And I think it still looks really good on my skin. I feel like it's a little bit cakey around my nose, but for the most part, I think this looks really good on my skin still. A lot better than some of the other foundations that I've tried so far. But I'm really, really pleased with this. I know this is like an older foundation, and probably everybody and their sisters and brothers have already reviewed this foundation, but for me, for my skin, it is going really, really well. And it's not too hot here today. It's in like the upper 70s, so I'm not really sweating or anything, but I am just loving, like, it. I don't even feel like I have anything on my skin right now, and I am loving it. So I'm outside in the sunlight. You're seeing it in natural light right now. But the biggest problem, like, my lipstick's gone, but I just had lunch about an hour ago, and it's just gone. I haven't had a chance to put anything else on. that's fine. Probably the biggest complaint that I have about my look today is my eyeliner. So check out tomorrow to see what eyeliner I have on, because it seems to be like a little running here on the end or creeping out just a little bit on the sides of my eyes. And that could be because I'm squinting a little bit, but yeah, I'm loving this foundation. So we'll see you in a little bit, and I'll let you know what I think at the end of the day. Bye. All right, everybody. So it is 8:17 thereabouts on my cell phone there, and yeah, 8:17. So I've had the makeup on, the foundation on for about 11 hours, and honestly, I really like this foundation a lot. Now, it's of course, it's broken up around my mouth, but I've eaten 2 meals since I put this makeup on this morning. Actually, 3 meals since I put this makeup on this morning, because I ate breakfast after I filmed this morning's application. Just in like the last hour or so, I've been having some problems with my eyes, but that's not the foundation. That's my other makeup. Overall, I am really pleased with this foundation. I think it's broken up a little bit between my eyebrows here and around my mouth, a little bit on my chin, and just around my nose. It's starting to look a little bit broken up, and my pores are really starting to show. So I'm gonna actually zoom you in real quick. So hopefully you can see there around the bottom of my nose, my pores are really starting to show a lot. I don't feel like it's creased up like on the rims of my nose very much, like around here, and that can be pretty deep crevices on the bottom of my nose. But I feel like it's stayed on my nose, which I've had some problems really recently here with foundation on my nose just not staying on it. I feel like my contour's still there. My blush is pretty much worn off at this point. Again, not the foundation's fault. I think it's broken up a little bit up here along my forehead, but I still like the way it looks, and I think my skin looks really nice. It's actually really starting to look dewy. You can see, at least it looks like I've got some shine on my cheeks, but again, I've had this on for 11 hours. It is still summer. It hasn't been super hot today, but I did get warm a couple of times. I'm just really liking this foundation. I'm really liking this foundation a lot. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think this might be ranking up as one of my top favorites, actually, of all the foundations I've tried so far. But I have a lot more to try. So, anyhow, all I can say is I like it. So, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget the little bell beside the button to be alerted when I do upload new videos. If you have any comments, do you use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, this foundation that I have on right now? Put those down in the comments below if you've used it, if you haven't used, or if you've used it and you like it. If you haven't used it, let me know what how you think it wore on my skin. I think it did a really good job. I haven't been real itchy. Yeah, overall, I'm really impressed with this. It's not a full coverage. I probably could have built it up to a more fuller coverage, but this is the way I prefer to wear it. So I hope you like this video, and I will see you next time on Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.